Hello folks, while there are a lot of choices when it comes to good smartphones, the choices are far slimmer when it comes to wearables and even slimmer when you consider compatibility with your smartphone of choice. One of the best options for Android smartphones has always been the smartwatch from Samsung, which just recently released a new generation of its Galaxy Watch. The company unveiled the Galaxy Watch 5 series on August 10th, 2022. The lineup includes the new flagship Galaxy Watch 5 Pro and the vanilla Galaxy Watch 5. The latter is available in two sizes and in Wi-Fi or LTE flavors. My version is 44mm Wi-Fi only. Let's see what it got. The Galaxy Watch 5 display is perfect in so many ways, but it also brings with it the touch bezels, which I really don't like. As a user of the Galaxy Watch 3, I love the tactile feedback provided when you slide the bezel around, but the Galaxy Watch 5 lacks this. Not only that, but it also lacks the precision and accuracy that a physical touch bezel offers you, and it barely works for me. Besides the presence of this touch bezel, I love the display. The Super AMOLED panel on the Watch 5 measures 1.4 inches and has 450 by 450 resolution. At a peak brightness of 1000 nits, the Galaxy Watch 5 is easily legible even in the harshest of sunlight. I also liked how crisp and vibrant the colors were with regard to the different watch faces and UI elements. Of course, the panel has an always-on feature and the display retains the color profile of the watch face. The Galaxy Watch 5 is lighter 33.5 grams and is lighter than a traditional watch, which average 50 to 70 grams, and feels supremely comfortable to wear for long periods of time. On the right-hand side of the watch are two small buttons that thread the line carefully between being easy to tap while not feeling obtrusive. Yes, this is a watch that feels comfortable throughout the day and into the night too. The sweat-proof silicone strap that comes with it is prone to picking up dust as before. Still, it's suitable to start with, before you delve into the vast world of buying your own watch straps for different occasions. It's MIL STD 810H and IP68 rated, giving it an inherent ruggedness that will ensure it can handle the bangs and accidental knocks that come with everyday usage. The sapphire crystal glass and aluminum frame also mean it should be more resistant to scratches. The Galaxy Watch 5 is powered by the same Exynos W920 dual-core chipset that powered last year's Galaxy Watch 4 and 4 Classic. Performance is okay, and I only noticed some slight issues immediately after the setup when the watch was still settling in. There's 16GB of native storage, of which you can use roughly 7GB after the Galaxy Watch 5 is ready to rock and roll. That's more than enough space to fit tons of apps, watch faces, pictures and music files, so no complaints on that front. Bluetooth gets upgraded to version 5.2 up from version 5.0 and essentially improves the efficiency of the ubiquitous connectivity standard. It uses the same flat charging cable from previous generations of the Galaxy Watch series and can be charged wirelessly using your Galaxy smartphone enabled with wireless power share. You can take and make calls on the Galaxy Watch 5 and the quality is acceptable. Surely you can connect a pair of earbuds and enjoy better audio quality, but the built-in speaker is good enough. Haptic feedback is acceptable too, it doesn't feel cheap. Speaking of software, we have Wear OS 3.5 with One UI Watch 4.5 on top. For Samsung users, everything here will be familiar. Overall, the UI is well designed and easy to use. There's lots of customizability, with lots of watch faces to choose from. There's a nice balance between informative watch faces and purely flashy ones that don't really give any information. The Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 incorporates an advanced bioactive sensor, which combines a variety of specialized health sensors to provide users with accurate health data and wellness insights. The watch now provides practical advice on how to achieve your goals, in addition to doing a thorough body composition analysis. Well, I can't say how correct their BMI readings are, but they sure do look believable and are definitely good enough for regular people. Samsung has also thrown in a skin temperature sensor on the Watch 5. For many months, this one wasn't used too much, but an update in February 2023 brought female cycle tracking to the wearable that uses data from the temperature sensor. There's improved sleep tracking as well. The sleep information is particularly useful as it gives you the amount of time you spent in the various sleep stages, how much you snored, as well as your blood oxygen while you were sleeping. Samsung is also utilizing AI to provide sleep coaching tips, and this requires 7 recorded periods of sleep, 5 of which must be weekday and 2 should be weekend. Now, health features are predominantly in the domain of the ubiquitous Samsung Health app, which is the hub of all wellness and fitness related features. From one app and with one wearable, I can track everything from heart rate, blood pressure outside the US, and exercise to deeper health metrics like stress levels, sleeps, and blood oxygen. Some features, however, like ECG and the blood pressure tracking, only work with Samsung Heart Monitor app, which is exclusively available on a Samsung phone only. So any other Android phone won't get those features. This is probably the only feature cut for non-Samsung Android phones, and frankly, I wouldn't call it a big loss. From my experience, these data are very random, and in any case, they need to be compared with specialized devices. When it comes to activity tracking, the Galaxy Watch 5 is well automated. In fact, I was pleasantly surprised as to how quickly the wearable detected that I had started a brisk run. Samsung claims that we can also manually track more than 90 different activities, and I was quite satisfied with the data gathered by Watch 5 during my daily evening runs. The inbuilt GPS constantly updated the track locations along with the distance covered during each split and the corresponding heart rate. In the Health app, there were even more detailed metrics regarding heart rate zones, VO2 levels, sweat loss, and more. One of the main advantages of this Wear OS watch over older Tizen models is that it comes pre-installed with the Google Play Store, which enables you to download various apps. Google Assistant is also pre-installed, but it supports just a few languages. All of your favorite apps from the Play Store can be installed in a jiffy, while you can also swap out Samsung Pay for Google Wallet, provided that you are still okay with using a pin or pattern on your smartwatch. For the most part, the interface remains fluid and does a great job of switching between screens, although the animation seems a bit too sharp, especially after a 120Hz screen on a smartphone. Plus, if the watch is overloaded with something, then micro freezes can occur. In general, there is no feeling that the watch is as smooth as my smartphone. For sure, there is room for improvement in this regard. The main touch gestures include swiping up to reveal the downloaded apps, swiping left to check out secondary screens, swiping right for notifications, and swiping down for quick settings. The two buttons can be used to get to the home screen and the previous screen, and also they are customizable in the Galaxy Wearable app for different functionality. Samsung's Galaxy Wearable app is highly intuitive and provides relevant customization options for the user. There are a large number of watch faces available to choose from, and the Galaxy Watch 5 itself can store a variety of faces. There are also app notification settings buried deep inside the UI, along with gesture control, button mapping, and many more. Both the 40 and 44mm versions of the Galaxy Watch 5 has scored larger batteries in comparison with their predecessors. The 40mm Galaxy Watch 5 has a 284 mAh battery versus 247 mAh on the 40mm Galaxy Watch 4, while the 44mm version comes with a 410 mAh battery, a neat bump over the 361 mAh battery in its predecessor. How does this translate to battery life in, well, the real life? Well, it definitely depends on your own specific usage habits. For starters, my setup. Raise to wake auto brightness, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth and NFC are enabled, and always on display is disabled, and all other features are left unchanged from their default values. With such a mostly regular usage, the Galaxy Watch 5 usually lasts me a full day and night and has battery life in the teens the next day. The battery dips faster on more active days, especially with longer GPS-enabled walks involved, so a quick rendezvous with charger is due. Speaking of charging, many of the best smartwatches charge slower than a snail, and it's really annoying when you put your watch on its charger, jump in the shower, and come back to see that it's only added a couple of percentage points. That's not the case with the Galaxy Watch 5, as Samsung has finally brought fast charging to its latest wearables. It now supports 10W charging versus a maximum of 5W on the Galaxy Watch 4. Samsung claims this allows it to charge from 0 to 45% in 30 minutes, and in my testing it hit this mark. A full charge took about 1 hour and 20 minutes, or about 10 minutes less if the watch was powered off. This represents a 40 to 50 minute improvement over the Galaxy Watch 4 and is a welcome improvement that ultimately allows you to track your health and fitness for longer. Well, I really like the Galaxy Watch 5 for many reasons. If you're a Samsung Galaxy phone owner, this is an essential smartwatch to buy. It pairs up beautifully with the existing ecosystem and will provide a fantastic experience while looking great too. If you have another type of Android phone, the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 is still strongly worth considering. You might miss out on a few features and will have to download a couple of extra apps, but these are small concessions to make. Battery life could still be a little better, but quick charging is a big deal. So, Samsung has delivered a very wholesome and premium smartwatch experience with the Galaxy Watch 5. For fitness and health aficionados, there's very little the other competing products can offer. You can of course shell out even more money to get the Watch 5 Pro, but most of its functionality has been provided with the regular Watch 5. Guys, thanks for watching this video. Please share it with your friends. See you in the next one. Good luck to all.